Hello everyone, myself Dr. B. Rajalingam, working as Associate Professor in the HOD, Department of Computer Science Engineering with specialization with Data Science departments. Today I am going to discuss about the multiple access protocols in the computer networks. So before I am going to my titles, first we will discuss about what is meant by computer networks. So computer network means it is nothing but it is a group of devices connected together to sharing the resources. So in the computer network means we having the different layers available. Totally in the 7 layers available in the computer networks. So what are the 7 layers available means starting from physical layer, data link layer, network layer, transport layer, session layer, presentation layer, and application layer. So totally 7 layers available in the computer networks. So out of the 7 layers, today we are going to discuss about the multiple access protocols. It is related to the data link layers. That is means MAC layer. We will say the multiple access protocols. Otherwise, we can say the medium access protocols. So it is related to the MAC layer. So what is meant by MAC? So MAC means nothing but medium access control. Medium access control layers. So under the MAC layer, we having the 2 different layers available. One is called the LLC, logical link control, and another called the MAC layers. So now I will discuss about what are the different functionality about the data link layer and what is meant by multiple access protocols and what are the different types of multiple access protocol. We will discuss in this now. So in the multiple access protocols, we having what are the different functionality about the data link layers. So in the data link layer, we having the first one called the framings. So what is meant by framing is for each layer we having the different functionalities available. Starting from physical layers, your data in the form of bits. The bits can be converted in the form of frames. That means 8 bit equal to 1 frames. That operation can be done in the frames. That is the first functionality about the data link layer. Next one called the reliable delivery. So what is meant by reliable delivery? So name itself available the reliable without any error, without any mistake, without any defects. You are delivering any data to this receiver means that is called the reliable deliveries. That is the another functionality of the data link layers. Next one called the flow controls. So what is meant by flow controls? Whenever we are transmitting from any data to the sender to receiver, the data can be sent to the sender to receiver without any error, without any traffic, without any congestion, without any collision. That is called the flow control. That is also controlled by the data link layers. Next one called the error controls. So what is in the error control? We having the 2 types available. One is called the error detections, another one called the error corrections. For error detection, we are having the different error detection mechanism available. So in the error detection mechanism, we having the different categories available. Starting from VRC, LRC, and CRC. These are all the error detection mechanisms. VRC means vertical redundancy checks. LRC means longitudinal redundancy checks. CRC means cyclic redundancy checks. These are all the error detection mechanism available in the data link layers. It is one of the functionality of the data link layers. Next one called the error corrections. For the error correction mechanism, we having the different methods available starting from Hamming code. It is one type of for the correcting the errors. So whenever we are sending any data to the sender to receiver, the data should be without error, without any data, without any traffic we are delivering to the sender to receiver. That is called the reliable delivery. So the first functionality reliable delivery. Next one called the controlling the flow. So whenever the 100 people accessing the same memory, same multiple accessing the same channel means the data can be sent to the sender to receiver without any traffic, without any flow, without any overflow or underflow. That times that can be maintained by the data link layers. Next one called the error control. So under the error control we having the error detection and error correction mechanism available. Next one called the half duplex and the full duplex. So it is called the transmission mode. So in the networking fields, we having the different transmission modes available. So what are the transmission modes available? Means 3 different types available. So one is called the simplex, another one called the half duplex, next one called the full duplex. So what is mean by simplex? Simplex means one is the unidirectional communications. We can able to transmit the data to the one-way communication. Either you can able to send the data, otherwise you can able to receive the data. That is called the either send the data, otherwise you can skill to receive the data. That is a different time mode. Either the sender can send the data, otherwise the receiver can replay. Any one operation only can able to perform the task. Either send, otherwise you can able to receive. That is called unidirectional. That is called the simplex mode. Next one called the half duplex modes. So you can able to send the data, you can able to replay data, but it's in the different timing. First you can able, sender can send the data to the receiver side. After that the receiver can replay for that message. That is called the half duplex mode. But that full duplex means simultaneously the sender and the receiver can able to communicate each other simultaneously. That is called the full duplex mode. So these are all the error detection mechanisms and the transmission modes, error, flow control and the reliable delivery and the framings. These are all the functionality of data link layers. So this one, after that only we can able to discuss about what is meant by multiple access protocols. So what is meant by protocols? So protocol is nothing but set of rules. Set of rules. So why means the computer network we having the different protocols available. Each layer having the different protocols available. What is the purpose of that protocol means how to perform the task. Example, we want to perform the flow, we want to control the error, we have to control the relay, framing operation, we want to convert the packet. Like this, we having different operations available. To perform the task, they having the certain rules and regulations will be available. Like that only here also multiple access protocol. What is the purpose of multiple access protocol means to how to accessing the channel, multiple channels available. So at a times how to transmit the data, how to accessing the different channels in the same times. So for that they having a set of rules and regulations available. That is called the multiple access protocols. So framing means your data from the whatever your data receiving from the physical layer, the data can be converted in form of frames. So 8 bit is equal to 1 frame. That operation can be done in the framing. That is the main functionality of the data link layer. Next we discussed about the what is meant by reliable delivery. Whenever you are sending any data to the sender to receiver without any error, without any flow, without any defects, you have sent to the receiver means that is called the reliable delivery. Next one, what is meant by flow controls. Without any traffic, without any collision, without any congestions, you go maintain means that is called the flow controls. Example, that only the 10 people can walk at that route means you are sending the 100 people means that is the problems. For that only that network engineer can do accessing that how to control the flow. So only the 10 people only you can able to access the 9 people only to accessing that particular channel. That is called the flow control. That can be accessing by that data link layer. Next, we having that error detection and the error correction mechanism. So for that, what is the error detection? How to detecting the errors? Whenever you are sending the any data from the any layers, starting from physical layer, a data link layer, or the network layer, or a transport layer, each layer your data in the form of bits only, normal of zeros and ones only. So that along with the original data, either one bit can be added or one bit can be able to delete it. That is called the error detection. Based on the number of bits count only, we can able to identify whether your original data can be having that any errors or not. That errors can be identified based on the number of bits. Example, you are sending the data with the 128 bits. That along with the 128 bits, the sender can know the how many bits I have sent. So example, I am sent the 128 bits data can be sent to the sender. So sender know the count of the how much data I was sent, 128. So the same data can be received from the receiver. The receiver can be checking that how many bits size of the, what is the size of the bits. Example, you have received the 127 also, the error can be occur. You have received the 129 also, error can be received. So based on this only the receiver can be identified. So where the, one data loss also, that is called the error only. One data can be added also, that is called the error only. So based on this only they can able to error can be detected. That is called, for detecting these methods, single bit errors available and the multi bit errors available, burst errors. So for detecting all the mechanisms, we having the different types available, starting from CRC method, VRC method and the LRC method and checksum. These are all the 4 different types of error detection mechanisms can be available. So these are the main functionality of the data link layers. Next we will discuss about the what is meant by MAC and what is meant by multiple access protocols. So MAC is called the medium access control protocols. It is also one of the part of the data link layer. So out of this you can see these are all the 7 layers, starting from physical layer, data link layer, network layer, transport layer, session layer and the presentation and application. These are all the 7 layers available. So in the data link layer can be divided into the 2 types. One is called the LLC supplier, that is called logical link control. Next one called the MAC, medium access control suppliers. These are all the 2 layers can be available. So using these 2 layers only, we can able to perform any task in the MAC layers. We having the different protocols available. What are the protocols mean? So before that, what is meant by multiple access protocols? So main role of that, main functionality of the multiple access protocol means whenever you are performing the 100 channels available, we having the 100 channels available, 100 channel at a time. So they want to transmit any data from the sender to 1 to sender 10, sender 10 to the sender 15, like that. We having the same time they want to accessing the all the sub channels, means they need some rules and regulations. That rules and regulations can be given by the multiple access protocol. For that multiple access protocol, I will give the example. Teacher or lecturer is called the multiple access protocol. So teacher is called the multiple access protocols and the students called the small channels. Example, whenever if the teacher asking the question to the students, so same times, so example, one class having the 50 students available, the teacher asking the one questions. For that questions, 50 students at a time sending any answer, saying any answer. Answering means automatically you will get the collision, automatically you get the congestion, automatically you can get the any traffic. So many data loss can be available. To avoid this only, we need to perform the task within the certain rules and regulations. That is called the one by one. They can have example, out of the 50 students, the teacher want to ask the particular students, example, roll number 1, tell me the answer, roll number 10, tell me the last, like that. We can able to randomly pick the students, or they can ask the question, means you can able to solve the problem properly. So that is called the multiple access protocols. So what is the main role of the multiple access protocol means, whenever we having the multiple channels available, means how to access the channels, how to transmit the data to the sender to receiver without any traffic, without any collision, without any congestion, that can able to maintain by the multiple access protocols. So in the multiple access protocol, otherwise we can say the medium access protocols. So multiple for the another name for the medium access multiple access protocols called the medium access protocol. So in the medium access protocol, we having the 3 types available, starting from random access protocols, control access protocols and the channelization protocols. So under that random access protocol, we having the different types available, starting from ALOGA is one methods, next one CSMA, CSMA CD and the CSMA CA. So what is meant by ALOGA? So in the ALOGA, we having the 2 types available in the ALOGA methods. One is called the pure ALOGA, another one called the slatted ALOGA. Slatted ALOGA. Next method is called the CSMA. What is meant by CSMA? Carrier sense multiple access. CSMA means carrier sense multiple access. Carrier sense multiple access. And next one called the CSMA CD. Carrier sense multiple access collision detections. Next one we having the collision avoidance. So CA means collision avoidance, CD means collision detections. So these are all the 4 methods available in the random access protocols. Under the random access, we are having the 4 methods: ALOGA methods, CSMA, CSMA CD, and CSMA CA. CSMA means it is nothing but carrier sends multiple access. So under the CSMA, we are having the 2 categories. One is called the collision detections and collision avoidance. These are the 4 methods comes under the random access protocols. Next method is called the control access protocols. So under the control access protocol, we are having the 3 mechanisms available. One is called the either reservation method, otherwise we can use the polling method and the token passing method. These are all 3 methods comes under the control access protocols. Next one method called the channelization protocols. Under the channelization protocols, we are having the 3 mechanisms available. One is called the frequency division multiplex, FDMA. FDMA means frequency division multiplexes. Next one called the time division multiplexes, DDMA. Time division multiplexes. Next one called the code division multiplexes. So frequency, time, and the code. So these are all 3 mechanisms comes under the channelization protocols. So what is meant by random access protocols? So name itself available called the random access. So randomly we can able to put the channels which whenever you want to transfer any data to the sender to receiver. So multiple receivers available. One sender is available means multiple receivers available. How to send the data? How to send sharing the resource to the multiple person means with the certain rules and regulations. So randomly you can able to pick the any persons, how you can able to transfer the data. So that is called the random access protocols. But the random access protocol itself, they having the different methods available, are the different mechanisms available, starting from ALOGA having the certain rules and regulations, and the CSMA having the certain rules and regulations available, and the collision CSMA CD having certain rules, and the CSMA CA having the certain rules. Example, from the ALOGA, they having some problems, some errors available, some drawbacks available. To overcome for that only, they have developed the CSMA. In the CSMA also, they having some certain rules, some drawbacks available. To avoid the drawbacks only, we are going with the another methods comes under the CSMA CD. So CSMA CD have also some drawbacks available. To avoid that only, they are going with the CSMA CA. So what is meant by random access protocols? So with that we having the multiple channels available. Out of the multiple channels, to finding that which channel is having that currently idle state, which channel having the currently idle state, otherwise you can use the busy state. So we want to find out that channel state currently running state or idle state, otherwise it is called the busy state. They can able to identify the which channel is currently busy or which channel is currently busy means we can able to send the data. Example, you are multiple channels connected in the networks. So I am picking that particular channels. That channel already running means you are sending any data again means automatically you will get the congestion. Otherwise you can say the collision. Collision can be occur. To avoid that only, we need to follow the any one random access mechanism. Otherwise you can follow the control access mechanism. Otherwise you can follow the channelization mechanisms. So here they can able to check the state of particular random access protocol. They can able to check the channel state, channel whether it is a busy or idle state. That can able checking. After that, busy means we should not send the data to the particular channels. We want to send the data to the another channels. That can able to maintain by this particular random access protocols. But the random access protocol, we need to maintain the data randomly. You need to check that particular. So before that, we need to check that what is the purpose of ALOGA. What are the rules and regulations available in the ALOGA? First one, you can see that what are the rules and regulations of ALOGA. The first one, the any station can transmit data to the channel to any times. So the multiple channels connected in the particular channels. For the example, you having the 15 channels connected. So you can send the data to the any channels any times. That can able checking based on the random access protocol. So the name itself available there. Randomly you can able to pick the space receiver. Randomly you can pick that particular receiver or the sender. You can able to transfer the any time of data. So the first one, the any station can transfer the data at the any time. That is the first rules. Next one, it does not require any carrier sensing. So what is the carrier sensing means? We won't check the ALOGA method. They won't check that particular state, whether that particular receiver channel currently busy state or busy idle state. That is called the sensing. Sensing means, example, you want to go to the particular class, whether that particular class is available in the currently faculty is available or not, or the no faculty, that can able checking based on this particular sensings. I want to sense the particular channel status, that is done by the ALOGA methods, that is called the carrier sensing. So that can able the ALOGA method, they won't do the any sensing method, and the data can be, any data can be lost through the multiple channel can be connected using the ALOGA methods. So the next one, there is no acknowledgement. Whenever we are sending any data to the sender to receiver, we won't get any acknowledgement from the receiver side. So these are all the drawback of ALOGA method. Further to only, they got developed the another two methods called the pure ALOGA, that the two categories available, pure ALOGA and the slotted ALOGA. So what is meant by pure ALOGA, what is meant by slotted ALOGA means, this all mechanism can be done by the pure ALOGA, that is the old methods. For this, they have to follow, these are all the normal ALOGA method. For the slotted ALOGA means, they can able to transmit the data to the sender to receiver with that different time slots. They have given the different time slot can be able to followed to sending the data to the sender to receiver with the different time slot, means we can able to reduce the collisions. The collision can be avoided based on this slotted ALOGA method. But the pure ALOGA method, we have received the so much collision can be occurs. I will show the one diagrams. So you can see, example, what are the channels available here? I am having the 3 channels available, 4 channels available. Out of the 4 channels, the station 1 sending the 3 frames, frame 1, frame 2, frame 3. Same times the station 2 also starts sending the frame 1 and the frame 2. And that station 3 also sending the frame 1 and 2. And the frame station 4 also sending the 2 frames can be sending. You can see the same times that the station 1 also sending the frame 2, station 2 also sending the frame 1, and the station 3 they sending the frame 1, and the station 4 sending the frame 1. So same times we can able to getting the collision can be occur. So it is called the pure ALOGA. In the pure ALOGA method, they can able to occurring the collision because of randomly they can able picking the receivers. So randomly they are not checking the sensing that what is the current status of the particular receiver. They can able to transmit the data. So automatically we can able to get the collisions. To avoid this only, they can able to develop the one more method called that slotted ALOGA. So slotted ALOGA nothing but they have fixed the some time slot. So within the time interval, example, station 1, within this time period only we can send the data. Just time to, from the frame 2 they can give the one other frame. For the frame station 4, station 3 like that, for each station they can give the different time slots. So automatically they can able to avoid the collision. They cannot totally, it is not possible to avoid the collisions. They can able to at least reduce the collisions. Example, the pure ALOGA, they having the every frame sending the, they getting the multiple error bits. To avoid this, they can able to reduce the collision in this slotted ALOGA. So these are the 2 methods available in the ALOGA and the slotted ALOGA. Next method called the CSMA. CSMA nothing but carrier sense multiple access. So in the name itself we can say the carrier sense multiple access. They can able to check the sensing the receiver current status about the particular status. That is called sense the status of particular channels, whether the channel is currently free or busy. So free means they can able to send the data. So otherwise they will wait until that state particular channel get the free status. The channel is busy means this CSMA won't send the data. It will wait until that particular channel getting the busy, free, idle. Then only we can able to send the data. The random amount of time also they can able to wait for the particular sending the data to the sender to receiver. That is called the carrier sense multiple access. See, that's one. Otherwise it must be until the channel becomes idle. So they can able to send the data. Whenever the receiver is idle, then that time only they can able to transfer the data. Otherwise they won't send the data. They will wait until that particular receiver getting the idle state. Otherwise that data won't, the sender side they won't send the data. The particular sender they won't send any data to the whenever that busy state means they won't send the data to the sender to receiver. Next one, CSMA. So you can see CSMA, how to accessing that methods. So for accessing the CSMA, we having the different methods available. One is called the one persistence, P persistence. Next one, non-persistence. So like this, three methods available in the to say checking that particular status about the particular channels. They having the three categories available. One is called the one persistence. So what is meant by one persistent means they can able to sense that each and so every seconds, every minutes they can able to go and check that what is currently sense that particular status. So the channel status currently whether running or not, free or busy or free or busy or busy or like that they will checking the each and every status. That is called the ideal. So whenever till that getting that that current status of the particular channels, after that immediately whenever they come to know currently now the channel is free, immediately they can able to start transmitting the data. That is called the one persistence. So every seconds they will check the status about the particular channels. Whenever that channel getting the free state, they will start transmitting the data. That is called the one persistence. Next one called the P persistence. So P persistence they will give the non-persistence they having the certain time limits. Example 5 minutes, other 5 seconds, like that they will give the time, different times that can be fixed. So non-persistent they will, the one persistent every second they will check that since the particular status. The P non-persistent they will check that time, different times at example 5 minutes. So every 5 minutes they will go and check that status about the particular channels. So that the channel is free means they will start transmitting the data. Free means busy means they will wait for that next 5 minutes. Again after next 5 minutes they will go and check that status. Like that they will check that each and every 5 minutes they will check that status about the particular channel. That is called the non-persistence. Next one called the P persistence. So P persistence nothing but it's a combination of one persistent and the non-persistent. It is a combination of two. It is called the, so you can see the first one they will check the every seconds, every 1 minute they will go and check the status about the particular channels. Finally whenever the data is free means they will start transmitting data. Otherwise sometimes they will give the different time slot. So every time 5 minutes they will check the time probability, they will give the some probability of times 5 minutes they will wait. Then again they will check the different 5 minutes, they will wait for that. So like that they will send the data to the sender to receiver. That is called that combination of one persistent and the P persistence. It is called by the CSMA and the CSMA CD. So next one called the CSMA CD. That is called collision detections. How to detecting the any errors. Whenever we are already we know the how to sense that particular center. We having any traffics available already currently running or not, currently idle or not, currently busy or not, everything can be checking based on the CSMA. Here the CSMA can be how to finding that collision detection means from the receiver side any collision occur means they will send that jam or the stop signal. There's a receiver side they will get one intimations currently the collision can be occurs, multiple channel can be accessing, multiple channel running the flow controlling that data. So we are in the traffic available, we have to stop. Like this we'll get the some signal that is called the negative acknowledgement. Example for it is called the negative acknowledgement. It is called the negative acknowledgement, or otherwise we can say it is called the jam or the stop signal. Example whenever we in the Google also from the Kompally you want to go for some place means we will say we can say the traffic which route 10 routes available. Out of 10 routes nowadays we are getting the Google map also we can show the which route is traffic, which route is here traffic available. They can able to check that errors available. We can able to checking based on that errors. We should not go traffic is available. We cannot go to that particular route. We want to go the another route. Like that we can able to follow based on this negative collision detections. Next one called the collision avoidance. So here also we can get the from the collision avoidance we will get the negative acknowledgement available. We will get the some jam signal can be available. Based on that we can able to receive that acknowledgement. Based on the acknowledgements whenever we are sending any data we are not receiving any data means we can able to stop. So now you are not receiving any data means we can able to stop that particular that route is free. So we should not send any data. We have to wait for that. So in the control access method we having the three mechanism available. One is called the reservation method, polling method and that token passing method. So reservation, the name itself we having the what is meant by reservation, what is meant by polling, and what is meant by token passings. So reservation means whenever you want to send any data means we can able to reserve the data. So we are explaining about the what are that already we discussed about the three concepts available. One is called the control access protocol, random access protocol, and the channelization protocols. So along with I am going to show some videos based on this what is meant by random access protocol for the CSMA and the CSMA CD. So you can check that. So you having the multiple channels can be available. You can see that the same times there are all the channels can be accessing the different data. They can able to start transmitting data to the sender to receiver. You can see that we having the 4 channels available. Each channel they can able sending the data to the same times. We will get the traffic. So we will get that some traffic can be occur. We can able to get the collisions. To avoid this only, they can able to how to get the collision detections. How to check that collision avoidance. These 2 methods only we are seeing that video. So that first the sender want to listen or that waiting for that currently which is the free state. So they can check the checking that status of the particular channels. They are waiting for that currently these 3 is available, the free or busy. They can able to start the transmitting that data. So normally in that different methods available in that connecting the networks within the transmission mode. One is called the coaxial cable, another one called the fiber optic cables. These are different mechanisms available for that connecting that networks. So here, so that first sender can to waiting that currently which channel is free, which channel is the busy, which is the currently running state, that everything can be maintained. The after that only they can able sending the data means we can able to avoiding the deduction, we avoiding the collisions that can able done. So here also same times they are able to maintain that. From the senders, they can able sending the data. Now cable is idles. I'm going to sending the data to the like this. I'm sending the information to the receiver side. This receiver also they without any information they are not sending the data. Same times the multiple channels available. The example the channel 1, channel 2, channel 3, channel 4. The channel 1 sending the signals. I am ready to send the signal. For the channel 4 also ready to receive the signal. But in between they are can able channel 2 and channel 3. They are not without any information. They are sending means we can get the collisions. For avoiding this only, they will get the some jam signal can be available in that center channel 4. The channel 4 can be sending that informations. Currently, they can able to set that some traffic can be available. So like this, they are getting the information means we can able to get that detections. So automatically remaining channel can be avoiding that data to the avoiding the collision detections. Next one, collision avoidance. So the collision avoidance, particularly when we are using the collision avoidance in the wireless mode. So here also they can able to use multiple channels can be available. Square here also the each devices they will get the different acknowledgement. Based on the acknowledgement only they come to know the collision avoidance. How to avoid the collision means not based on the acknowledgements. From the receiver side, we are receiving the data. We are receiving the any acknowledgements. So we can able to say that route is free. We can able to send the data. Otherwise, we want to stop the data. Whenever we are not getting any acknowledgement from the particular receiver means we want to wait for that particular receiver want to get that free state. So with this, we are going to close this class. Thank you.